Hello, guys. Welcome to Art Friends. This is Opalia, and I'm today just joined by two other people. You might know them from the other episodes. Their name is Coda and Coen. Please introduce yourself.
That was
Meow,
such an odd intro.
meow,
That was
Mio.
meow.
meow.
Me tries to do a normal intro. You odd.
That was not normal. That was not the script. How dare you not read off my perfect intro script?
Ah, yes. Hello, welcome to Art Friends, where we are friends who like art. I am Opalia, and today I am joined by my friends
The other art
Opal
friends
and
say their names.
Opal?
The other art friends say their names.
Opal? Why did I say Opal? Why is he getting mentioned all
I
the
mean,
time now?
Opal never talks, so maybe he's been on every single episode and no one's ever noticed.
Maybe like every time we just get ideas on what to say, it's just Opal telling us.
Yes, he's the true mastermind behind
Opal's
all
the
this.
director of art friends.
He's the. Have you guys ever stayed around for the credits of Art Friends? Opal's in all of them.
All of them.
Yeah. He only talks in those. Also, Coda.
What?
Coda, I told you I'm wearing glasses as soon as I hit the computer.
Very nice. Those are some very swag glasses, as well as bangs.
I look like a freaking nerd.
No, wrong.
The thing is, Speed said that they look like science goggles. Not unsee that.
Speed said you look like a nerd.
Speed said that they look like science goggles.
That works. Anyhow,
Ah.
I'm not an expert on podcasting, but I think that we should maybe start podcasting.
Are
Okay,
we
should
not?
I redo the opening?
No, we're not.
No. How do you define podcast?
Don't.
How do you define
I'm
life?
trying to get onto the topic, Coda. Don't cite tangents when I'm trying to go on the topic.
All right. So would you two consider yourself questers? Do you like going on quests?
Meow.
Opalia. Throwback. But tell me, Coen, in not cat form, what is the most legendary quest you have ever embarked on?
You should bark because you said embarked.
Yeah, I'm gonna go commit runaway now. I don't like that. I don't like bark. Bark.
Bark.
What is it, Coen?
Let me think about this. It's either. Okay, let's see. It's either that one time I went downstairs at 3 a.m. to gather some nice cheese, but I would have to say my favorite quest is probably that one time I committed art. Still going, never gonna stop.
Yes.
Never gonna give you up.
We are all on the art quest to
Art quest.
to conquer art, to
We're
win art.
rebranding. We are now called Art Quest. We need some explosions because of our epic rebranding. Allow me to help. There we go.
Art Quest is such a cool name. Why didn't we go with that?
I don't know. More explosions. That was a better one. I can tell because my knee hurts more. Boom.
Ah, yes.
Y'all, we have been on an art journey to become good at art.
Wow.
And it has had many a trials, many a ups and downs. And so that is what we're going to be talking about today. Our art journeys, perhaps what one should look like or shouldn't. I don't think that's a real thing, but maybe it is. Who knows? We'll get into it.
Yeah, you better watch the entire thing, otherwise you won't find out.
Yeah, I got a cliffhanger. I will only pull you up from this cliff halfway through the episode, and you can't fast forward.
Meow, give us that revenue.
I think we kind of discussed our art journeys, quote unquote, what kind of started us drawing and the ups and downs and the places we've been and it's taken us.
In the
But
first episode.
we kind of did that in episode 1, but it was very brief, and we figured it would be a nice chance to really go in depth with it. So that being said, who wants to give us an in-depth overview of their art journey?
I think that's a horrendous contradiction. In-depth overview. Coda what got called, so we now have to roast him because he said in-depth overview, and that's like contradictory to itself.
So cringy, dude.
Today we're gonna
So
go in
cringy.
depth.
Fine.
Overview.
In-depth underview.
Good. No,
What?
but we're gonna start with like a rough
Opalia
overview.
is just what?
We're gonna quickly just give everyone a time frame and like I don't know what we did and when we did it, and then we'll get into the details.
Yeah, that'd be fun. So, I don't know. I mean, Opalia, I feel like you've been drawing the longest out of all of us. What kind of got you going on that?
What kind of what?
Got you going on drawing? What first made you start? Because you started very young.
Honestly, drawing it, I was like, oop, I'ma do that. And then I started.
Nice.
I mean, I feel like that's pretty much how all of us did it. There's really not much. It's not like some epic story. Like
I beg to
you know.
differ.
Really? All right. What was your epic story that got you started?
I'll get
drawing?
into that later.
Ooh.
But Opalia, is there actually nothing that made you like, oh yeah, I want to draw now? Maybe a how to draw anime book, specific series, specific event, specific person.
As I said, my sister was drawing, and she drew mostly like anime characters. I remember that she drew that main character from Vampire Knight.
The what now?
Main character.
Vampire Knight.
Yeah.
Is this N-I-G-H-T or K-N-I-G-H-T?
The one with the sword.
The one with the sword.
Darkness is a blade in and of itself.
What?
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 Meow.
Coda. Hey, Coen. Hey, Coen. Coda, more like corner, because he's edgy.
I don't get it.
But yeah, Opalia, what kind of year did you start drawing in, and how active have you been? Or,
Around 2005, I think. It was 2006.
huh. So, what kept you going? Like, did you used to follow tutorials, or like, can you just give us an overview of like your story?
No.
Simple as that.
Coen, your turn.
Can you help us by giving us an overview? No. Well then,
Okay, I can do it.
okay.
This time I promise I can do it. So in general, I started by using how to draw books and traced of them. Then I got a lot of compliments for my traced art, and I was like, hell yes. Then in school, I slowly started to draw on my own, and I always was like, I can draw better than all of these people. Then I started to get more comfortable at drawing on my own, but I started learning from tutorials more. And most of the time it was more like how to draw anime head, because obviously I started with anime.
Yes, of course. The only true way to start.
Yes. But on my own, I like started watching anime in 2013 before I wasn't really interested much in it. Like I liked it, but it wasn't really something that I aspired to watch. And then as soon as I watched anime more, I was less and less inspired to draw an anime style, which is ironic.
Were you just like watching it more and you're just kind of like, nah.
Well, I
Like,
still
this
loved
is cool, but no.
I still loved it, but I was like, I don't want to draw in something that everyone likes. I'd rather want to draw something that I like.
So you just felt it was generic. Like the more you saw it, the more you realized how widely used that style is.
That and like I in general just wanted to draw something new. I wanted to make something new.
Very nice.
And also, I really like different genres of genres.
Genres.
Is that still where you lie? Is that like still your philosophy that you just want to make something new?
I just want to get good, honestly.
Very nice.
No, but my current
That summarizes most of us.
My current philosophy is that I want to learn how to paint, and that it's pain to paint.
Nice.
It's pain to paint.
At least for now. Like, I learn it currently, and I'm using Marco Bucci's tutorials after YouTube just randomly was like, do you want to watch that?
Marco Bucci is great.
Hey, bro, you want some Marco? You want some...
You want some Marco Bucci?
Marco Bucci, bro.
I feel very uncomfortable.
I got you, fam.
Hey, you want to learn how to use textured brushes?
Hey, you want to learn some basic form shading?
Hey, you want to learn how to draw amazing art that will blow people's minds?
How dare you!
At first, I drew inverted trees for no reason at all. I just wanted to draw inverted colors.
Hey kid, 10 minutes and I'll get you a better painting.
What? But then I kind of went back to drawing anime. No. I pretty much just redrew like 2 characters that I've drawn in 2015 for like 5 minutes, and then I got bored from it.
Epic.
So what were some major projects / influences that you had growing up?
Shouldn't we get into that later? It's fine.
Do you want to? Or do you want to do it now?
Your choice, now.
Okay, we can give a brief overview of ourselves and then get into the in-depth stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah, Coen, what kind of got you going? What got you started?
I like to draw.
I feel like you said the same thing in episode 1.
I feel like I stole that from
that
Peanuts.
Accent and everything.
I feel like I definitely did steal that one from Peanuts.
Yeah, you did.
All the credit goes to him. But
go watch episode 15 or 16 with Peanut.
Wait, Peanut was in an episode?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched it because I was salty that I couldn't be there. No.
Okay. We still need to do Art Friends episode 42, Canadian Boogaloo.
Where we have Pop Cross, Peanut.
Subject maybe.
Subject.
Other people.
There was someone.
We'll find other Canadians.
We'll find every single Canadian person.
More like
on Earth.
Canadians.
Opalia.
Canalians.
Yes, Coda.
Coen, what was your art journey like?
Canadians from space. Canalians.
A.
UFO, I'm so sorry. UFO.
A, could you please take me to your
phone?
leader? Sorry for the inconvenience.
Poutine. No, but anyhow, I have been drawing for quite some time. Since I was a very young lad. Back in the day, it was just scribbling on papers because I liked them. And then I went to school. And then I didn't like school. Then I made some friends at school. Then those friends liked to draw. Then I liked to draw. Then I drew a lot. Then I drew some more. Then I drew in my free time. Then I drew in after school hours. Then I drew during school instead of making my homework. And
Wait, you have to do homework at school?
Yeah, basically.
Then it's schoolwork.
Yeah.
We didn't have homework back then, hush.
That doesn't seem very logical. Why didn't you have any homework?
Like, we're getting sidetracked.
I was 10.
That's not the important part of the story.
This goes for the ages of like 4 to 10, Opalia. So when I was like
Well, you were
a
such
wee
child.
lad, I'm sorry.
You were a kid?
I went
Gross.
through an aging process. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to reveal it, guys, but I too was once an infant.
When I came out of my mother, I already was 25 years old. And I
You're
was like,
25?
mother.
Wow, you've de-aged.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm like that curious case of Benjamin Button, I think it was his name.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
good
it's
movie.
Benjamin Button.
I haven't seen that in a while. It's a good one.
I have seen it for once, and I just remember myself being like, adult baby. And baby adult.
All right, Coen.
But yeah,
so,
then I like to draw with my friends a lot, and I like to draw for my friends a lot in after school hours and stuff, after school activities. Then I moved, and then I was sad, and then I didn't have friends, so I had a lot of time for homework. So I did all my homework and schoolwork, and then I had a lot of time to draw because I didn't have any friends to distract me. So then I drew a lot, and then I discovered this thing the cool kids did called tracing. Then I did that. Then I realized that. And during this, I watched a lot of like art YouTubers because I liked them. I thought it was interesting. And then one day, I walked into my dad's office and I was like, "Wait a minute, is that a drawing tablet?" He was like, "Yeah, that's a drawing tablet." And I was like, "Can I draw on that?" And he was like, "Yeah, you can draw on that." Then I stole it. Then I drew. Then I got addicted. A couple months later, I downloaded Discord. This was around, I think, September 2018. And then I was like, oh, other people, all the other artist people exist online. They don't just exist on the YouTubes. They also exist online. I can milk them. I can ask them for art tips. I can compliment them. I can give them art tips. I can have art talks with them. This is fantastic. This is great. This is the best invention of all time. Couple of years later, here I am. Hello, I like to draw.
yay. Yeah, I think community is what really kept me going as well. Like, I started... It's funny, because my story's a mix of your guys' in a way. I started like Opalia because of sheer egotism. I was just like, oh, people are complimenting me? Yeah. But I kind of stuck around with it for different reasons. And what really helped me stick with it was the community I found around it through Discord and stuff. So, what really made me interested in drawing, not interesting. But what made me interested? what made me interested in drawing from an early age was just I would use it to have fun. I used to draw monsters, so
Hell yeah.
I had a bunch of just random squiggly monsters. In fact, I have a disc that my mom burned all my old monster drawings onto. She scanned all of them and put them all on that floppy disk.
She burned all
So-
of your drawings? I can't believe she did that.
I can't
Tisk,
believe you've
tisk.
done that.
I can't believe you've done this.
But yeah, it's called Coda's Monster Movie, and it's just a bunch of... And then my brother, who was obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog at the time, wanted to be on the disc too, so they just put a bunch of Google images of Sonic he picked out on there.
Legendary.
So it's just old art plus Sonic.
That's what it is. The first half of it is old Coda art, and then the second half is Sonic the Hedgehog
Hey,
pictures
kids!
from Google images. Hey kids!
Coda, could you say, hey kids, gotta move speed, in the Sonic voice for me?
Hey, gotta move speed.
Perfect. Thanks.
Hey.
Hey kids, gotta move speed. I can't do it.
Whoa. Hey, that's not cool.
Why does the Sonic
I
sound
don't
like
appreciate
that?
that.
Oh, but yeah. So I used to draw sheerly because I enjoyed it, and then it was just every once in a while I would draw and doodle. But then one day, I was homeschooled for a lot of my life.
Like
and
you were?
yeah,
I didn't know that.
Homeschooling is
Really?
illegal in Germany.
Is it really?
You're not allowed to do that. We have this thing called the leerplicht. Don't know if this is,
I don't know what that is.
It's basically learn or go to prison. No.
No, pretty much if you don't learn, you're getting forced to go to school by the police.
Yeah.
And your parents have to pay a fee.
Yeah, I was homeschooled. Homeschooling's becoming more popular in America. Like, whenever I was a kid, it was still a weird thing for me to be homeschooled, but nowadays it's like a lot of people are homeschooled.
I wonder why.
Well, I meant in just recent years.
Global pandemic be like,
outrun like it. What?
You two took different routes with that, but okay. Yeah, basically, I was homeschooled, and my mom had all kinds of strange subjects I would study, and one day, she just did whatever she felt like for a school day. And
as they do.
even though we did have like a formula, I had to do math and English and history, but then the rest was kind of just, oh, and today we're doing science, and today we're doing something else, and one day she was like, okay, today we're doing drawing as a subject. And she brought out this old how to draw book that like had a bunch of animals and just random stuff in it. And she was like, and I copied one of the drawings from it. And it turned out, at the time, for my age, what was supposedly really good. I can't even remember what it looked like. I might still have it somewhere. But
you don't keep all of the old art, Trinji.
I have a drawer full of like 11 sketchbooks.
Do you have a drawer? A drawer full of sketchbooks?
A drawer. Did. Wait.
You see, this is what dolphins. This is the noise dolphins make when they're trying to find a mate.
Childhood. All right.
I don't know why, but it sounded like he was about to say Shia LaBeouf, and I'm all in for it.
Shia LaBeouf. All right. So
legendary fight with Shia LaBeouf. No more Tuesday night for Shia LaBeouf.
But you know jujitsu, you can do it.
That's a good song.
It is.
Maybe.
So basically, I did good, and I kind of had a knack for it, for copying at least. We'll find out later that I didn't have a knack for drawing from imagination. But I had a knack for copying things, and I still kind of do. And everyone praised me for it, and I was like, this feels good. So I copied another thing, and another thing, and another thing, and we'll see once I get more in depth into it. For years, like 2 years, all I do is copy. Because my imagination drawings are awful. I have some funny stories about that. So y'all, we kind of got into what made us start doing it. What are some big influences that kept you going? Like some stuff that even today might inspire you, like maybe big video games or movies or stories or people that just like really you're like, I wanna keep drawing because they're great and I want to be like them.
Opalia.
And how did that tie into your story?
Opalia.
Opalia.
Are you typing?
I was searching for some references.
Are you typing?
I'm sorry.
Did you just type? Did you just use your fingers to press buttons? Did you just
type in my podcast?
No,
did you just type in our podcast, Coda?
I didn't.
Fine.
I didn't use my fingers.
That's more concerning.
I used my pen.
That's less concerning.
Types with chopsticks.
Hey, I do that sometimes.
Whoa, wait, I just realized something. If you... Oh, no. I was about to say, if you hold chopsticks in both hands and then type, you have 4 points to type with instead of 2. But then I realized fingers are more than 4 points.
Brilliant!
The thing is, it's probably even easier to type like normally.
Imagine some mall ninja dude just walking into a computer store with 2 hands holding chopsticks like, look guys, I made the perfect typing setup. And he starts typing and someone next to him types like twice as fast because he uses all 10 fingers.
Just imagine someone with chopsticks right next to them, and he's just like twice as fast, and he's like, oh.
Did you say ninja, Coen? Is this the typing ninja?
I wanna be a ninja. I'm gonna be a ninja. I was born to be a ninja. I'll always be a ninja.
Wait, isn't it like yo, hey, hey?
Hey, ho, let's go, something like that.
That's Blitzkrieg Pop.
Whatever.
Blitzkrieg Pop.
So wait, I asked y'all a question. One of y'all want to answer?
Yeah, go ahead. Go into the topic.
What was the question?
So, what kind of projects or people or anything throughout your life, especially as like a child, since that's kind of where we're at, really kept you going, really inspired you?
I'm not a child.
Well, I mean, in our stories, we're kind of still in the early years.
I had no friends. I was lonely. I needed a hobby. Art was something that I felt like people would actually like me for.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I mean, that's literally how it went, though.
Yeah, I feel like all of us didn't really have any friends growing up. Like, maybe that has something to do with art. Who knows?
Listen, kids, if you want to be good at art, remove all your friends. Anyhow.
Only get friends as soon as you got at art. No!
Art first, then friends. It's in the title. Art, friends.
No!
Get your priorities straight, kid.
I'm gay.
I just got it. No. No. Oh my god.
So, Coen, I guess that was what were some big projects that inspired you, Coen, or some big video games, movies, artists, etc.?
So at first it was I remember in like 2014 I was super inspired by the new Godzilla movie coming out. I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I still think it's really cool. And I watched that and I was like, holy, big giant monsters. I used to like dinosaurs a lot as a kid too. I was never that much into cars, but when I saw Godzilla, I was like, this is the coolest dinosaur I've ever seen. He can shoot laser beams and he's like a big, really big dinosaur. And
he looks more like a crocodile with a short mouth. A munchkin crocodile.
Hesh.
A munchkin
Dinosaur.
Imagine a munchkin crocodile. I'm going to snap you.
But anyhow, I really liked Godzilla as a kid. I really liked Transformers, Ben 10. And I watched a lot of YouTube videos, but I think one of the major things was, and also a lot of cartoons like SpongeBob, but not as much. But I think the main thing that kept me going is just not necessarily people complimenting me, but just because my friends did it and because I really like just creating things. Because like funny thing, as a kid, a friend brought this up to me a couple of months ago. He had like this friend book. I don't know if you guys have that in other countries, but in my country it's fairly normal to have like a friend book where you basically get your friends to like talk about themselves in your book to kind of keep memories of them.
And what's the
whatever, and get to know them better. We have that. And in one of his old friend's books, I apparently said that I wanted to be an inventor. And then I was like, oh yeah, I did want to be an inventor because I loved creating things. The only reason I was doubting becoming an inventor because I never wanted to put the effort in of building them.
It's a win-win with drawing. You get to invent things.
I get to invent
without
things
building them,
and I don't have to build them
because people build it for you.
Yeah, or you just don't need to build it at all unless it's world building. Who would ever make a episode of a podcast about world building?
Whoever did that, disgusting.
Wait, literally not me. I didn't.
Episode 11, 10? Is it?
I don't know, man. We make these.
Go watch the world building episode.
Go watch every single episode now.
No,
but I think, and then later on I discovered like social media and a whole bunch of different artists, which I absolutely loved. Also, art YouTube channels were absolutely fantastic in keeping me motivated.
Yes,
and happy doing art.
episode 12
Was it?
and episode 22.
Hey, 10 episode gap. We're neat, boys.
Nice.
Opalia, you have to leave. Wait, this is episode 32. Get off the podcast.
Okay, bye.
No, she left.
She straight up leaves. Wait a minute. This is episode 32. Opalia, get out of here. Yeah.
Oh. So, imagine if that was we actually did that in an episode. Like, one of us left halfway through and we just changed the topic.
Coda, what are some things that kept you going and some things that inspired you while you were doing your art stuff? Tell us
So
now.
here's the thing is, for I'd have to say a year or even more, I really did only copy stuff from the internet, and I would get a lot of praise for it. In fact, I have some stories where I would copy a sketch from a other person or from a video tutorial or something, and then I would take my sketchbook with me because I'm like, yeah, I want to draw while I'm on the road, but I didn't have access to the tutorial on the road, and I didn't know how to make this. If I were to try to do it from imagination, I would make the sketch worse. So I just kept going over the lines that were already there.
Nice.
And made it, and I kind of was like, it made people think that I was drawing it, like, from imagination. So,
Look,
and
Ma,
I liked that.
I am drawing this. I am committing art.
Yes, but I kind of just went over the lines that already existed. I remember once I was in, like, my grandma's church group, and I just sat there quietly, not talking, just over and over again, going over the same lines of a drawing I'd copied that morning.
Fantastic.
But when I finally started drawing from imagination, I got very discouraged because it was awful compared to what I'd been copying. And what really made me not quit was I come age like 13, I started a YouTube channel.
Imagine
Which-
having a YouTube channel.
Kinda cringe.
Kinda cringe.
Kind of cringe, bro. But I recently unprivated all of those videos, and they're on my channel in a playlist.
Watch them, and specifically watch the one where he reviews Sketchpad 4.0. It has the best artwork in it that has ever been made by a human being.
Oh, go to my YouTube channel. It's just Coda. I'll link it or whatever. But
You can
there's a
find it.
playlist.
You can find it easily when you look up Drawler Coda in the search bar on YouTube. I've tried.
Yes, but
It's
there's
very hard to look up otherwise.
there's whatchamacallit, a playlist called Memories with 85 of my old YouTube videos throughout the years, and I started making them back in 2016, and nobody was watching them, nobody was commenting, but I devoted myself to making a video every weekday for a while, which meant I was constantly making, I was constantly drawing, and it just, having that deadline is really what kept me motivated. And I started teaching, even though I had no idea what I was talking about. I started making how-to videos, and feeling like I was teaching people made me be like, yeah, I should keep doing this. I'm helping out the community. But really, I was just mimicking the YouTubers that I'd seen. I watched a lot of Mark Crilly and other small cartoonist YouTubers.
Did you just call Mark Crilly a cartoonist? I can't believe you don't appreciate anime.
Okay. But he can draw everything. Like, he draws in any style.
Hush.
No, he can't.
Anime's
He
the
only
only
knows
one
how
that's
to draw
important.
anime.
Anime is
Really
the
only
only-
knows how to draw
Anime is the only one that matters. Simple as that.
Yes. But, yeah, I even got influenced by him and some other people. In fact, I have Drawing Manga. I think that's the name of the book. His book series. But I got influenced by him and a lot of other small YouTubers who drew anime. And you can see in those old YouTube videos, which some of them are hilarious. All of them are hilarious.
Yes.
But I'm drawing just some DeviantArt anime stuff. Like, it's so funny to me.
Please watch
some,
these
like,
videos. They're fun.
They're so fun. 13-year-old me is so wholesome. The descriptions are so good.
The thing is, I saw a video of a 13-year-old Coda with glasses on, and he was so cute. He was such a bean.
I was an adorable 13-year-old, and I also used to have a very high-pitched voice. And I had it up until pretty recently, and now I sound like this.
You're very adorable.
Opalia thinks while rephrasing her sentence.
I thought there was going to be more to that sentence.
Yeah, same.
17-year-old, I'm sorry.
Did you have to think about how old Coda was for a second?
No, I was just shocked that Coda was only 17.
Oh. Yeah, you see, the reverse would have been, when I was 13, I looked like I was 11.
That's a 2-year difference, Coda. You now look like you're like 45 while you're 17.
Epic cat.
I'll take that as an insult. So,
It's a compliment. Take it as a compliment now.
I will. Opalia, what kind of kept you going, besides not having friends?
The thing is, I forgot I said that I didn't have any friends, and that's why I was drawing. So I thought you were roasting me right now.
Oh.
I was like, gee, I was so nice to you, though.
So, Opalia, how does it feel not having any friends?
I think at one point I was just like seeing how great other artists are, and like I got finally like someone I aspired to become at least as good as them. So I was like, hell yes, I'm going to be better at them.
I'm going to be better at them.
Fucking hell.
You're going to be better at them. You get better, and then you're like, ha! 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 Ha!
Get!
I just push my drawings into their face and like, look at this! Look at this!
I am better at you.
I win!
You do exactly what they do, except a little bit better, and you are better at being them.
Yeah. Like, I didn't even create my own art style, I just did theirs, but better.
Better at them.
And they were like, how is that even possible? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm you from the future, I guess. But you're half
Epic.
the age of mine. Exactly. Future.
Yes,
It makes
as we've
sense
established,
if you don't think
Opalia
about
is
it.
Benjamin. Well, we did establish Opalia does age backwards.
That is true.
Oh yeah, I do.
Wow, we're uncovering some lore in this episode.
We are.
Opalia was
This is gonna be
born at
problematic, though,
25.
because in a couple of years, YouTube will start disabling our comments.
Yeah, because there's a minor. Oh.
That'll be a problem.
Just right now, I sound like I could be an adult, and then in like a few years, I'm like, hello guys, this is
Never do that again.
Napoleon! Oh, why does this scare you? Oh, well. Why do I sound like I have a southern accent? I don't know.
Oh, speaking of that, in my old YouTube videos, my southern accent was more apparent.
Hi, Coda. My name.
Yeah. I opened every video with, "What's up, y'all?"
Y'all. I don't know how southern accents work.
Honestly, how does one cat?
Ask Coen, he is a cat, as we've established
No.
also in this episode. Wow, we're
Neo.
establishing a lot of lore. But it would be hilarious if one day somebody assembles like a Art Friends canon lore, and it just all contradicts each other.
That would be amazing.
That's what I strive to have.
Yes, one day we will have those fans who do things like that.
Fan art. Just Art Friends fan art.
One day we'll get one of those videos like Opalia being blank for 10 minutes and 10 seconds.
And it's just a lot of silence.
Opalia being Opalia.
Oh, I
That's
want to
straight.
have that! Someone please! More like Opalia being her best self, even though she is already the best. Oh.
Opalia living her best life for 10 minutes.
Dude, I don't only do that for 10 minutes.
Hey, that was the only
Nice.
joke I've ever heard you make about how good your life is.
It's as rare as my good moods. No, that's not true. I'm actually always...
There's an Opalia joke.
There we go.
Yes,
There
I am
it
mostly in a
is.
good mood. I am very talkative and happy and that stuff.
So, back on the topic,
that could be that single sentence could summarize this entire episode. Anyhow,
I
back
Yes.
love
to the topic.
oatmeal cookies.
what, Opalia, are you laughing at your own joke now?
No, I just thought your one was so perfect. So perfect. Just
You're perfect.
You're like, I love oatmeal cookies, and you're like, what?
So, what do you guys what's keeping you going now? What's inspiring you now? Like, we've kind of gone over how you started, what's kept you going. What are you doing now?
Competition! The only reason I still draw is because these nerds are freaking getting good at art and they're leaving me behind and I can't stand it. They're constantly like, oh, good, no, look guys, I did this little warm-up sketch and they send in a masterpiece and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll draw more and then I draw more and then they do better and then I draw more and then it keeps happening and that's literally the only motivation there is. No other, nope, no. After the show, I would love to see it, but no, I feel competition is definitely part of it, but also just community and just loving the craft and just loving creating and making and coming up with stuff. I just like making cool stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Not saying that my stuff is cool, but I like making cool stuff. So Coda, what's the kind of stuff that keeps you going?
I don't know. I mean, I do kind of know, but it's like you, Coen. I just enjoy making things. I just like making cool stuff. But more than that, I feel like having the friends who do art, it's just such a lovely community. And I know this is basically what you said, but I think we have a very similar situation to where we just enjoy it, and the people around us also enjoy it, so they inspire us to enjoy it even more, and then we inspire them to enjoy it more, and then it just kind of is an endless cycle.
Yeah.
But really, I think what keeps me invested in it is just all the cool things that exist.
Yeah.
You know? Just like watching television shows and just being like, whoa!
You watch television?
Yeah.
Nerd.
Cringe. High five, Opalia!
Wait, my drawing tablet is finally done. Okay, now.
My mic's not picking it up. There we go. That
Yes, let me just quickly... I don't have anything... Oh yeah, I do have some. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah. So, Opalia, what's keeping you going?
Honestly, just the want to create. Because, like, when I see stuff, I'm like, ooh, I want to do that. Or, like, when I do something and I realize I'm able to do something that I wasn't able to do for, like, a long time, and then all of a sudden it looks good, and I'm like, oh, it worked! That's, like, the best feeling, and I always feel happy when I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an RPG. You're slowly leveling up your stats. And there's a very
I thought you
good
were
feeling of
referring to
accomplishment.
rocket-propelled grenade at first, and I was like, oh yeah. Art is definitely like a rocket launcher. I agree.
Oh yeah, that's my new favorite analogy to explain art.
You know what's funny? Just while I said that, I have improved on my cat.
Very nice. Hell yeah.
Ooh, very
Look
cool.
at that.
But yeah, so I guess we all have similar things keeping us going now. And we had kind of similar things that got us started. Opalia and I got started for an ego. Coen got started. But I feel like we all drew because we didn't have friends. That's an odd underlying theme.
But the thing is, one
I
other
mean-
thing that kept me going is just I am a very curious person, so I always want to get to know new things.
I think it's also just a matter of introversion and not necessarily not having friends.
Dude.
Right.
I am not really I'm not really an introvert.
Or social confidence, whatever works. I don't know.
Dude,
Oh well.
I got bullied. Maybe that counts.
Dang.
Yeah, well, I wasn't a super confident kid. I don't think Coen or Opalia, you guys were either.
Oh,
Not really.
believe me, as long as I was like under the age of 13, I was such a prick. I was such like I always thought of myself as the best and like being the best at everything and doing the best at everything. And then all of a sudden
I think
reality
I
hits and I
remember-
was like, ugh. Never
Yeah.
mind.
I think I remember a school report on me being like, he's got good grades, but where did his self-confidence go? He has none. It's in the negative.
Wow. Oof,
I
I wasn't
struggle-
that bad.
I struggled with that for a while. During PE class, I would just constantly like throw myself against the wall, not literally, but like I would just constantly crack myself down, basically. So that was a problem, but oh well.
Mayhaps.
Yeah, and you're much better with that now. And I don't feel like it ever got that bad for me.
Very nice. But it wasn't necessarily why I did art. That was more a thing. It didn't have that much to do with art.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it did, even if it didn't have, like, a direct impact on it. Like, hey, I'm gonna do this because I don't have self-confidence. But, like, if you were a Chad, there's your life could be completely different now.
Yeah,
I
but
was
still, I
mortified
still
by
had that
Chad
desire
Coen.
to create.
Yeah, I'm scared of Chad Coen as well.
Chad
That's a
Coen will
horrifying
never
concept.
exist. Don't worry about
Chad
it.
Coen is like Buff Elo. No.
It shouldn't be there.
Oh. But do you guys have any funny stories from when you were learning? I guess we're all still learning how to draw, but from before now, maybe childhood learning how to draw stories.
I remember one time, I don't know who it was with, but I was learning something with someone, or at least we wanted to learn it together. And like they were like, yeah, it's okay. Like they were still good, but you can tell that they needed something to learn. And then I was just like first try and it looked amazing, and I was like, oh, you know, I'm just a natural talent. Like I have some things that just immediately click for me. For other things, I need like 3 or 4 tries.
Only 3 or 4?
Yeah, look
Excuse
at the
me?
cats.
I mean, that's a fair amount for those cats.
I remember when I tried to learn how to draw fire and smoke.
Uh-huh.
Took me 2 tries for smoke and 3 tries for fire.
To get it decent, but you didn't master it.
Who masters something?
Masters?
No.
That would be a
False.
fun art friends discussion. Who are the masters?
Who are the
And why?
masters? And why?
My personal
But no.
master when it comes to line art is definitely Junji Ito.
Yeah, I think he's just a master of horrifying people.
Did you just say Junjito? Is
Junjito.
that like jujitsu? Is that like your animes in Naruto?
I see you have studied the art of Jonjito.
Sometimes you guys.
Will you fight me?
Oh.
Jonjito.
Oh, you think you can beat me? I have mastered the art of Kim Jong-gi.
I have mastered the art of Akima Jongogi.
And I have mastered his art of the Kurire.
Okopinski Ajutsu.
Marukaru Bukshi.
While you were busy drawing mere doodles, I drew the jazza.
While you were busy drawing doodles, I mastered the art of the blade. So we gotta get. So Coen, do you have any funny stories from whenever you were a kid learning to draw?
Let's see. I probably do. Let me think of this. I mean, there is this one where I was struggling to draw a chair in art class. This was when I was already like getting into art stuff, and I like already had Discord, and I got like a sketchbook for a holiday in December, on the 5th of December. So it was more like during the end of the year, and I was like, you know what? It's the winter month. I feel like drawing a cozy chair. So then I wanted to draw a chair, but I was like, what? How do people do this? You have to, I don't know where to put the hand, I don't know where to put the legs, I don't know where to put the handle. Where do you place this, and how do you place this? I can't properly draw this. This is so difficult. So I stepped to the art teacher, and I was like, how do you do this? And she just looked at me and was like, you want to learn some perspective? Not like that, but she basically taught me the basics of perspective there, and I am so incredibly grateful for that, because I would have struggled a whole lot more if I didn't like get it there right then and there. That helped me so much in the long run. Even just introducing me to the concept of perspective really helped me.
How much influence did your art teachers have on you?
I mean, not that much. They just let me draw whatever, but they did give me some tips from time to time, and especially that one perspective lecture was really helpful for me. Like, I think a lot of things a lot of artist people struggle with is that they kind of wait too long to introduce perspective into not even their style, or they don't need to master perspective, but they don't introduce themselves to perspective in time, and then they get really good, but they don't have like the perspective and spatial reasoning skills yet, so they kind of struggle with that. But then they try to look into it, and then they're like, oh, this is math, I don't like it. This happened with someone I know locally a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah. But eventually, trust me, even just kind of getting perspective will really help you in the long run. So I really recommend that. It's not really a funny story, but I think it's a cool story, at least.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting that your art teachers had influence on you, because I didn't really have any art teachers growing up, which is another thing, part of my art journey or whatever. I didn't go to any art classes also, because I was homeschooled.
For reference, this story was from like December 2018, so still very recent.
But yeah, I didn't have any. I was homeschooled, like I said, so I had no art classes, and it's not like my mom knows how to draw. Mom, I hope you're not watching this, but
it's not like my mom can draw.
I'm gonna cut this out, but.
Hey Coda, want me to edit this episode?
Put it at the beginning.
Just like every 5 minutes. Hey mom, by the way, you can't draw.
Every 5 minutes.
Did I ever tell you that?
Here, we're taking a break to hear a word from our sponsors. It's not like my mom can draw. We're now back to the show.
Okay, but the thing is, my mom can draw.
Really?
I also have my grandma, and she was absolutely fantastic with art. She really, like, we did a painting together when I was like a couple of years old, and I made like this really abstract thing, and she painted it, and that's still like in our living room, and that was really wonderful for me to experience, because it kind of got me used to just creating and stuff, which was wonderful. But yeah, the fun fact, they were both like old ladies around the age of 60. So old ladies around the age of 60, that's where you want to be at when learning to draw.
Do you guys attribute your family members knowing how to draw to your either interest in art or okay?
That was definitely me or the internet.
So, but do you think they helped you in any way, or like
how did they
contribute
sure helped
to the
me.
art journey?
Just the sheer supportiveness of them is already like a huge factor. Like, if they weren't supportive, I might not have drawn. But just the fact that they were like, "Wow, you can draw. Now draw."
Oh.
That made me really
I feel like one of your other like pros to becoming art is the fact that your dad also like was like, "Here, drawing tablet, go have fun."
Also, that really helps. That mostly made me just have fun with it. I probably would have started drawing either way, but I can't tell the trajectory I would have gone at if I didn't have that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's impossible to say all these what ifs and what affected blank. But exactly. It's fun to think about, as long as you don't think about it too much, because then it's just probably not healthy. But
sometimes it's good to not be healthy.
no, that's
In what
inherently not true.
situation?
That's inherently not
Name
true.
one situation. I'm actually curious.
New Year's Eve, it's not healthy to do the whole fireworks thing.
Then don't do it.
Well, that's what the world is trying to say, but people really listening to the world dying, decaying.
Wow.
Who wants to listen to a boomer, an old, decaying man?
Boomer.
Nice.
Because
Fireworks, get it?
yeah,
All right, but yeah, I don't
Coda,
know.
do you have any funny stories?
I told this one in episode 1. I could probably think of another one, but this is my favorite one. I used to copy this guy named Cholo Wiz a lot, and he drew really, really edgy stuff. But I was 12 or 13, so I didn't understand what he was drawing. Like, he drew things, and I just didn't know what they were. So I would copy these drawings of these like evil clowns taking a fat rip from a bong, or like these.
Oh, I was thinking of like graffiti cans with teeth, and I like, oh yeah, that's edgy. And then you said that, and I was like, oh, that's that's a thing.
But the thing is, I didn't know what a bong was, so I would draw these things. And because I used to sometimes take credit for the drawings, I would present them to my mother.
Look, Mom, I made this.
And be like, "Hey, Mom, look what I just drew." And my mom was
hey,
like,
Mom,
"Oh."
am I right?
And I would take credit for the drawing every now and again. So I'd be like, she'd be like, "Where did you find this?" I was like, "Made it up." What?
Live fast, smoke grass.
Yikes.
Yeah, Mom. You never blaze it. Come on.
Come on, Mom. You want to blaze it? And we are really disrespectful to Coda's mother, Woman Munson.
Yes. But I find that story funny because I used to showcase that sketchbook off to people, and nobody would ever say anything. I don't know, because I look back at it now, and I can show you guys through it sometime, and there's a lot of weird stuff in there, but no one was ever like, "Why are you drawing this?"
And we're just like, oh boy, he hit the teenage years early.
Maybe your parents were like, as long as we don't say it to him, he might stop earlier.
He can't rebel if we give him nothing to rebel against.
Haha.
Yeah, so I need to walk through that old sketchbook sometimes with y'all, because there's a traced drawing of Sonic the Hedgehog amidst all this weirdness, just standing there.
Brilliant.
I actually also have an old Sonic drawing. We need to like compare our old Sonic
Wait,
drawing.
did you trace yours?
No.
Well, mine's probably gonna be better.
Nice. What bullying. Anyhow, what are some things that you like drew as a kid? What were some things that you really? What were some like themes or specifically things like Coda mentioned monsters earlier, Opalia mentioned anime earlier, but what were some like really specific, maybe oddly specific things that you like to draw then, and what do you like to draw now?
Yeah.
Mother.
Coen, I'm gonna reverse the question and say, what did you like to draw as a kid?
You're not allowed to do that, Coda, but I'll take it.
But I have the good mic, so I can do whatever I want.
You know, I also have mod power, so I have the power to disconnect you from this chat. But I won't, because that will be disruptive to the pod. He left. He left.
Opalia disconnected me.
Oh.
Plot twist, Coen and I are in a team.
Well, it is. No, but basically, as a kid, as I said before, I was really into monsters and like aliens and all that cool stuff. So I drew a couple of Ben 10 aliens here and there. I drew a lot of like monsters and dinosaurs and creatures. But I also really like just funny and silly things that would make me and my friends laugh. So I drew like the Gundam style dude back in 2012 when that was a thing. And I would draw like babies with laser swords shooting lasers from their eyes.
Wait, was that the one that said, What did that one say? It didn't say Gangnam Style because you
It's a
misspelled it.
Gangnam Style.
Gangnam.
Gangnam. With a G, by the way. Or no, Camdam might have been it too. I don't remember. But no, I would draw a lot. I would also draw these like full illustrations basically, where I would just draw mountains and I would fill them with like stick figures, and then like stick figures at war, and then I would draw another mountain, and then that was like the opposite side or the opposing side, and I would draw like a whole bunch of stick figure armies, like super two-dimensionally, and I had a whole bunch of goofs in there. I had a lot of fun drawing the helicopters and thinking of ways they would like attack the others. And that was mostly based on like the Flash games and stuff I played in that time period. And also a game I really liked to play was like a leveling up thing, where basically I would start with like a circle or a dot or a square, and then I would in the beginning I would just add a tally and then add a bit more to the drawing, and then I kept tallying up until I had this super overdrawn, super big, very strange, like monster, robot, whatever thingy. And then later on, I turned it into a game where I had like multiple stats, and my friends got to choose which stat to like invest into. And that was really fun to do.
And you would design a robot around those stats?
Yeah, basically. Like I would up something every stat. So if they said like strength, I might like add a really buff arm, and if they said like speed, I would add some really buff legs, or maybe like a rocket propelled thing. So that was really fun. I also like to draw a lot of monsters. And I think I drew me and a friend as a monster once. I think I drew my entire class as babies playing football while I was at the side drawing them.
This is so
like
specific.
They were drawn. They were. I don't know. I just felt babies were funny. I guess the way I drew them was very funny. That's for sure. But yeah, they were playing football, and I was just at the side, drawing all of them in their specific positions, and I'd like put names above their heads and put in a whole bunch of goofs. And sometimes someone would just walk over to the sidelines and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I was like, "Oh, I just finished you actually." And they'd be like, "Oh, nice, that's cool." And then they would go back, and that was fun. That was really fun.
Did any of them make a touchdown?
Oh yeah, you call it soccer, don't you?
What are we talking about? Soccer?
You son of a gun. No, but that's a quick rundown of stuff I used to do. I had these, we called it the BSO, or the buitenschoolsopvang, which basically means like my parents were really busy with work and stuff, or they worked from home basically, or sometimes they wouldn't be home, and they couldn't have kids running around distracting them all the time. So I always went to these like after school daycares basically, where I could just play with my friends, and it was like
Draw?
yeah, and draw and play flash games and stuff, and beat up kids in flash games. That was fun.
Pokemon Tower Defense.
Hell yeah! And then we basically had the whole school to ourselves, so we could like go to the gym, or no, the place where you do PE basically, and we could use the like all sorts of contraptions there to make like forts and stuff. And it was really good for me because I didn't really have to like go out and make appointments to go with people, except for the friends that didn't also go there. But that was really fun. And sometimes we'd go on trips too. That was a really fun period in my life. Anyhow, that was my rundown of what I liked to draw back then. Definitely did not go on for way too long.
No,
Coda.
Okay.
That was fun.
What did you like to draw?
What did people. Like, I just drew a lot of people. I didn't draw many animals or many places or environments. I have a lot of, actually, so my very first sketchbook is riddled with creatures, but they're all pretty humanoid creatures. But
cool.
After that, it kind of turns into mostly people. I drew a lot of faces, quite a few full body people and whatnot, always character designing, and I don't know, that's just always where my heart's been, is designing human beings.
I think that's kind of cool, because that was not the case for me. It would be a stick figure at most and like a horrific creature at best, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know, that's still kind of where my heart lies. As you can see, if you just like scroll through my Instagram for 10 seconds, it's all people, you know.
And the ghost. And furries. A lot of furries. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're left.
Nice. You did it.
So, whatchamacallit? Yeah, I drew a lot of humans. I remember at one point I started getting into weirder designs, so I would take like animals and stuff and incorporate them into designs, but I couldn't
Animals, you say? Animals incorporated into humans?
Hmm.
Interesting.
I did
that you
draw a
mentioned
man with a dog body and a giraffe neck.
that. That's great.
Yeah, for my persona, I couldn't decide, so I just took a dog and a giraffe.
No.
Jay,
But, so, basically, I drew a lot of people. I remember, this is a bit unrelated, it's still kind of related, but it's more just fun. That I remember whenever I first started getting into stranger designs, I tried drawing this astronaut that was also a computer mouse. And, I think I could find the concept sketches, but I did like 4 sketches, 4 different ideas, and I didn't like any of them. And my brain that had never looked into any concept art for anything, I'd never really seen any actual concept art, I was just like, well, guess this design's impossible. Guess this can't be done.
cannot be done. Doesn't exist. Cannot
I was like,
exist.
well, time to give up. Now, never gonna get this. No one can do this.
Never gonna give this up. Never gonna get
Never gonna
this
let
right.
it down.
Never gonna get this right. Never
Never gonna succeed at this. Always gonna fail again. Misery. Anyhow.
Never gonna design this correctly.
Perfect. Absolutely
Guess it's
fantastic.
time to study. Alright, so.
Nice, epic roll. My cat just decided she wanted to lay on my arm.
Lovely.
Yo.
Yes, but her tail is in the way of me drawing a cat.
Irony.
She's giving you the reference.
I'm currently drawing a face.
She's giving
Opalia,
you the
speaking of
reference.
you drawing, what did you used to draw a lot?
Damn, segue.
So much segue in that segue.
Oh, that reminds me of Wii Party, I think it was called.
Opalia, I just gave us a brilliant segue. Don't derail it.
Coda, I'm gonna segue this real nice to keep the flow of the episode up. Opalia, that reminds me.
But like, do you remember Wii Party? There was like that weird guy that just talked like so pretty much Dutch.
No idea what you're talking about.
Excuse me? Did you just insult my entire language?
Yes.
Can't believe you've done this.
You come into my house, insult me and my language.
And my dog. I don't even have a dog.
The thing is, Coen,
What do you think of this, June?
no one
Pork.
besides Dutch people cares about it.
Shame.
Yep.
That's their problem. Not gonna lie.
Indeed, let's all just learn Dutch.
Sounds like a great plan. No, but Opalia, what did you like to draw? I also realized that you had an edgy face at some point. You drew some creepy
You did have
pastas.
ponies eating ponies.
Oh yeah,
Ponies eating.
ponies eating ponies.
The one time I didn't draw ponies eating ponies, and you say it's ponies eating.
The one time I didn't, implying that you've done it
The
before.
one time I didn't draw ponies eating ponies.
Nah, man, that's such a rare occurrence. Me not drawing ponies eating ponies. Am I right or am I left?
Okay, but like
Ugh.
what I when I was younger liked to draw a lot was mostly, as I said, anime and like cutified animals, especially turtles and
squids.
cats and foxes.
No squids?
No, squids were later.
Alright.
Then when I hit like 15 to 16, it slowly shifted into me liking to draw more angels and devils and demons and stuff like that, which is still like themes that I love to draw.
Religious imagery.
Religious imagery. No, wait. Internet. Religious imagery twisted by the internet to become horny.
Oh.
You know I'm right.
Yeah.
But even
And I
like the
hate
concept of angels has been twisted by media, like the appearance of them, because they don't look like that. Like
Yeah,
the
that's why I like the
dove
biblical angels, because it completely separates the horny ones from the actual ones.
wings.
The thing is, as soon as I remember a talk I had with Coda about the biblical angels, where he was just like, I kind of understand why angels first had to say, please don't get scared.
Yeah.
Don't be scared of me.
That's the first line every time an angel appears in the Bible. They're like, "Do not fear," and I'm like, "Okay, I get it. They're horrifying."
1 second, my cat ripped out my headphone.
But like,
Oh,
y'all
look.
don't y'all think those are just like some
I'm
dude
back.
like some dude wrote that when he was on an acid trip. But I think those things are real, which is awesome.
Honestly, I hope those are real.
That'd be kind of cool. Don't know how they work, but that would be kind of cool.
Just imagine you're like sleeping and in the middle of the night that thing appears and you're like, oh, hello.
Hell yeah.
And they're like, wait, hell? Are you not Christian? And you're like, no, wait.
Hold up.
Oh god, imagine Gen Z reacting to an angel.
I would have a lot of questions.
Oh
Oh
no.
yeah.
Oh, hold up.
Gina.
Opalia, talk about what you like to draw.
Yeah,
David.
Opalia. What else did you used to draw as a kid?
Well, as a kid, as I said, I really enjoyed drawing. 1 second, I'm helping my cat up. Can I now talk, Gina, without you clawing into my shoulder, making it bleed? Thank you. What I liked to draw at 16 was also squids at that point, like octopus, and around
Flapjacks.
13 to 16 years, I really loved creepypasta, so I drew those monsters from there, like the people, because I was simping for most of them.
I'm back.
And
Hi, Coen.
when I
Hello.
turned like 17 to 18, 17 to 18, it turned into more like, again, character design stuff, and I wanted to branch out more with what I'm doing. With what I'm doing. Like adding backgrounds in and Gina!
Opalia.
My cat is slapping me.
Slap it back.
This is abuse, Gina. Okay, but then I added more backgrounds and I realized, wow, I suck at those, so I wanted to learn more about them, and then I realized, oh wait, I hate that. So I kind of went back to drawing anime girls, and as soon as I hit the Artist Guild, I kind of went everywhere with what I wanted to learn. It was flowers and creatures and cats and like horses. And I don't know, I also drew a few furries for like commissions, and that kind of, gave that branch a way to open. I drew some Pokemon designs. I did some creature designs like Mother. I think I cannot call this anything else.
I don't want that to be a creature.
But it is. What else is it?
I mean, I don't want it to be a creature for a very specific reason that I can't say on the podcast.
It is too beautiful.
That's not quite what I mean.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
I'm not even going to say what the implications of what you just said are, Opalia.
Technically, it's not in.
I was going to talk about bestiality, but okay.
That's what I wanted to say, but I didn't want to say it on the
Oh.
podcast.
But yeah, nowadays I am mostly inspired by paintings, and I really want, especially on digital art,
It's very nice.
because that's what's really inspiring me for ages now. And you know, your girl needs to learn some perspective, but she is still unable to do it, like a freaking Sif.
Opalia, do draw a box.
Do what?
Yeah.
Draw a box.
Do what?
It's
Draw a
an online
box.
course. It's really good.
Yeah. It's kind of.
If it makes me draw a box every day, I will get
No.
mad.
You have to draw 250 boxes towards the
At
end of
some
lesson
point,
1.
but the introduction course is really
No.
worth it. You don't have to do all of it. Just try it out at least. It's pretty hardcore,
But
by the way.
boxes are boring.
No, they're really fun.
Yeah, you're complaining about not knowing perspective, so dive into it,
Yeah.
baby.
Oh, so late already. I should go. But the thing is, I have learned a lot about perspective, and I've done like so many studies, and I'm still at square one for no reason at all.
Well, there is a reason, even if no one knows what it is.
Yeah.
I guess my brain just refuses to work.
I mean,
Oh, and
perspective.
something I also love to learn right now is like textures and stuff that have to. Oh, please don't slap me, cat. Okay, I love to learn different textures of stuff like water and honey.
Yes, very cool. Your textures are pretty.
Well, you are pretty.
Nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like to think I'm one of your textures. Don't.
Just imagine a flirt being like, "Hey, you, I really like your texture."
Hey, girl. Yeah. You have some nice texture.
Dang, girl, look at that volume.
Oh,
Mom!
Heaven help us.
You're writing me right now.
Come crashing down. Toodaloo. No, but
Oh,
I didn't like that Coda.
I didn't either.
why
Why are
did
you
she
complaining
do it
to me?
then?
Don't complain
Yeah.
to me. I didn't like it.
But
you
you
did
did
it.
it.
So?
It's your fault if you do it.
That's like that's what Hitler coming up and like, why do you blame me for this? I didn't like it either.
What else? What else is there to talk about?
A lot.
What do
What
you
is-
think?
what
Well,
is
how
this
much
stuff?
time is left to talk about stuff?
As much as we
still-
want.
I still have a bit of time. Couple of minutes. If you don't mind.
Yeah. So
Let's see.
what you got for us, Coen?
Okay. So how about like at what point like who would you consider to be your first like real art friend? I think that's a good way to make it full circle. Also, if you want to know more about us, send a question in the comments. Or maybe if you have a topic about our journey, send it in the comments also, because we'll answer in the comments, and maybe we'll even make a second episode about this topic, where we get
Yeah.
more in depth.
Wouldn't it be more like a third episode?
No, who would you guys consider to be your like first art friend, and what did you do with him?
Okay, Opalia, would you like to go or me?
You first.
Okay. So I feel like the first art friend who I got semi-close to was Zakira, but my very first art friend was an old YouTube channel named Captain Thinker. So
Tell us about him.
It
This
just
is-
sounds so perfect in my head canon that obviously his first friend has something with think in his name.
Oh, but Captain Thinker, it would be if you're watching this, if there's some astronomical chance that you somehow are watching this, please comment. I want to talk to you again because I'm so interested to see where you're at now with your art, if you're still doing it and stuff. But
Why haven't you contacted him?
I don't. He hasn't been on any social media like at all, so I'm just assuming he's kind of dropped off the face of the earth.
You could still DM
I
him.
might. I might. We weren't ever really good friends, but basically,
But tell us about Captain Thinker and Zakura.
yeah. So back in the day, like I said, I had a YouTube channel a long time ago, like when I was 13 or 14. And back when I was like 13, he was the first person I met, and he was also a very small, young YouTube art creator, but he was the networking guy. Like he just knew everybody on YouTube. Like the guild, I met Aiden and Jack through Captain Thinker, and maybe no, not Zakira, but like he just knew everybody. Most of the friends I know today, I can attribute to meeting a few people through him. Basically, we just started kind of commenting on each other's YouTube videos until one day we started messaging each other through email. That's right, we talked through email.
Wow, does this mean you're an e-boy?
But basically, one day he was like, "Yo, want to do a animation collab?" Because we were the only people kind of in our friend group who animated. And I was like, "Sure, how about you send me audio and I send you audio, then we animate over each other's audio." That took me 3 months. That took my entire summer.
Coda 3 months and...
Oh. But yeah, that took my entire... It took his too, because we put so
Legendary.
much work into this. And the thing is, the audio took us about 1 day to come up with. We put no effort into the audio and so much into the animation.
It's gonna be cool.
You can still watch these. One of them's up on my YouTube channel publicly, and the other one's up on Captain Thinker's channel. If it's not, if for some reason he took down his videos or something, it's up on Newgrounds. Under Smoothie Bar Mystery, I think.
The
But
fact that Coda still remembers this is so wholesome.
Yes, it is.
it's something to that effect. But basically, me and him just kind of chatted every once in a while. We collabed. I would message him and be like, "Hey, Clash of Clans is hosting an art tournament." He's like, "Cool," and he partook in it. And then he'd message me and be like, "Hey, blank is hosting a blank," and I'd be like, "Cool," and then I joined in. But we never really got close. But yeah, he was pretty cool. He was the networking guy.
The networking guy.
He knew everybody. None of us were really that good at drawing.
I can't believe you just exposed Captain Thinker like that.
Well, none of us
Yeah,
were that
really.
good at drawing. I was gonna say it would be amazing if I contacted him and he was just some kind of like master.
That would be absolutely fantastic.
I'd find that so funny. Or I find
Honestly,
it
Captain Thinker,
amazing.
if you see this, please message us.
Please. I'd want to have him on Art Friends. I would have him on Art Friends.
Imagine just being in the special episode Captain Thinker Returns. Electric Boogaloo.
Captain Thought. Nope.
Captain Thinker, more like Captain Thought. Got him.
Hey.
Conquer.
Now, but tell us a bit about Sakura.
Zakira was the first person I kind of got close to. Simply because it's like Captain Thinker knew everybody, but he didn't really talk to anybody. He like did a bunch of collabs and got their clout. But
Your clout is mine.
but he's a good dude. He's a really nice dude from what I can tell. He just wasn't really the type to socially engage much. But Zakira, we met through a challenge Chazza of the month. Jazza challenge of the month. Where she found my entry on Newgrounds, and then, in fact, I can find the original first interaction between us and read it out if you'd like.
Sure. Wait, what?
Because it's in the comment sections of one of my old YouTube videos.
Do it, but I got so confused because all of a sudden my music started playing for no reason at all. I was like, huh?
Well, Coen, that's very disruptive of the podcast.
I'm sorry, I didn't
So
have any control over it.
I think this is my YouTube video. Let's see, which one is it? How to draw anime in 5 minutes, and it's a 5 minute and 13-second video rip off. So Zakira commented a quote from my line, said, "It's fine to do the colors on the same layer because that's how you're supposed to," and LMAO. And then I replied, smiley face, and of course this was like the first comment I'd really ever gotten besides Captain Thinker, so I was so desperate to engage with these people. I was like, "Thanks for stopping by and commenting. It means a lot when I see people who like my content!" Exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
Very nice.
And then she was like, "You're welcome." And then I was like, "Just watch some of your videos, wondering if you wanted to do a collab." My email's in the about page.
Collab?
And then she said, "I actually sent an email not too long ago." And so it turns out I asked on YouTube, but she had already asked on email to do a collab. So we both had the same mindset.
Perfect. You both wanted to steal each other's clouds.
Yes. And then from there, we just kind of got to talking through whatever. So, Opalia, who was like your first art friend?
On the guild, it was Coen.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Low standards.
That's so wholesome.
Like when Coen did the first guild game night, that was pretty much the first time I really engaged with people. I guess Fluff is also one of my first art friends.
Yeah. He was one of my first.
Damn.
Also, Coda, you didn't hear that, don't worry about
But Coda was probably one of my next ones. Like, Coda wasn't the first one because he's not the most active, but he definitely is now one that I would consider my best friend, next to Coen, obviously.
Oh.
Wow. Low standards, once again.
Coen!
Yikes.
How dare you!
No,
How dare you destroy this awesome moment. I will now eat your children.
I have children.
Not anymore.
Perfect.
That was
needs
so
to-
funny.
This needs to be an Olive being herself for 10 minutes straight.
Yep.
Oh no! You know what it's going to be called? Olive
What?
being her best self for 10 minutes, not so straight.
Opalia being herself for 10 minutes gay.
The second part is called lesbian.
My god.
Oh,
And we all know that there's going to be a second part.
yes.
But Opalia,
That's
before
cool.
that, who was your first art friend?
This was sound so awkward, but honestly, my sister.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
that's
wholesome.
wholesome.
I mean, yeah.
Coda, you just stole my line.
You stole my line.
No, I said it first. The
No, I
delay
said it
was
first.
there.
The delay was there.
I said it first.
Okay,
Can't
let's
argue
just agree
against
with
that.
That's how it do be going.
But yeah, I think Opalia, maybe I could talk a little bit, but I think we're gonna call it after this because I gotta go
Yeah.
in just a bit.
Yeah, I also have to go in a bit.
Coen, who was your first art friend, and what
Okay.
influence do you think they had on you?
I guess we're moving on. First, it was like when I was in the fourth group, which I think is when you're like, I'm pretty sure like roughly 10 years old. Yeah, somewhere around that, 9 to 10. That's when I first like, maybe like I met them when I was like 8 already, but like when we were 9 to 10, that's when we really started drawing, and that was I think around like 2014 or something. I don't know. Probably
Mhm.
not, probably inaccurate, probably a couple of years off or something. But Gluteus Maximus. Yeah, we drew a lot together, and there were 2 of them. Won't name any names, but you know who you are. You're not listening to this, but you know who you are.
Imagine them just specifically listening to this episode and like actually listening through it because they're like, I don't know why, but I know this dude's voice.
That's kind of hilarious. That would be kind of funny. But they know me. They know me. They know my Coen Comer alias. But yeah, they did a lot of art stuff. One of them was really good, and the other and me and the other one were kind of just following along, really. He was like way into drawing cartoons and he was really good at it. And yeah, I really liked creating at that stage, and afterwards, and when I got Discord and stuff, I met a whole bunch of cool people. And yeah, and now I'm here. Also, fun fact, when I first met Coda, I was like, holy crap, this is an art god. Do I even dare approach him? I have to be super respectful, otherwise he'll hate me. And Coda looked at that and he was like, wow, this kid, can't believe he's...
Wait, so your have to be super respectful was asking me for free art?
No, because I was like, wow, this dude's offering free art. That sounds awesome. His style is amazing, but I have to be super respectful about it, otherwise he'll hate me.
Oh. Oh, well, I mean, you were right, because I do hate you. No, I'm kidding.
Nice.
Coda, you sassy boy.
That was good.
No, Coda's actually not crying on his insides.
Coda's crying?
Yep. Because he was mean to you.
Coda was crying on his inside, so his internal organs are just weeping right now.
Do you guys remember our first voice chat?
Wasn't that during a guild game night?
It was after the guild game night. We were the ones left, and we were like, you just want to make a group chat and talk? And then...
Nice.
And then we were like friends and fiends, and it's like still spelled wrong, but we never changed that. And then we started playing D&D together, and it was so great. And I still want to play with Joe and Edward and Coen.
Yes.
Wanna play some Nastrek this weekend?
Schedules.
Coda, you don't have any choice. You will play.
I might be able to.
Yeah, but
I miss playing Nastrek, dude.
I do too. But
Nastrek actually also got me to like draw more like different kinds of human, like dwarves, like Elo.
The two body types, Elo and Joe. Anyhow.
But that first call, we called for hours, hours and hours, and in that call we each did an art trade.
Wait, did we? What did we do again?
Oh, I remember. That was so great. I miss it.
I don't remember this as well, I think.
Do you not? I drew you a crystal frog.
Oh yeah, we did do that. That was amazing. I love that.
I also drew Opalia's hot demon boy.
Oh Ruth. Yeah, you did do that. What did I even draw?
Me.
Did you guys draw a design for?
Oh yeah, that's what we did. I drew like that vegetable guy for you.
Oh yeah, okay, so that redrawing I did of the vegetable guy still is one of my better drawings from back then.
Yes.
Guys, the first message in Friends and Fiends: perception destroys everything.
I agree.
Oh, I forgot about that joke.
No, but before we had Friends and Fiends, we had the study group. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
No, but before we had Friends and Fiends, we had a group chat with just us three.
Yeah, and that was the study group, and then we
it turned into the study group.
And then we were like, no, and then we just made a group chat with the three of us again.
Am I still in the study group?
I think we all left it. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's a wholesome and nice part to end it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I want to say though, honestly, even if we didn't do this in like a very planned out way to talk about our art journeys,
I hope you enjoyed.
I think we have learned a lot over the years by just being persistent and like not giving up immediately just because something looks bad, and like you always, if something doesn't really work out for you, keep on going, and if it's still nothing for you, try something new. Like I said in my essay that I took 6 hours without a pause, in life is about taking steps back and restarting some things if they don't go right and just turn into knots. So,
Yeah. That's good
Yay.
advice.
It is.
I know. That's the adult brain inside.
That's
of me.
why I said it.
Nice.
But yeah, I think we've all had very interesting art journeys. But the one underlying theme, the
Is
one thing
friends.
that keeps us all inspired is friends. And it sounds like a cheesy Pokemon message, but it's very true. We're what keeps each other going.
Yeah.
Also,
I just like
an
thinking
extreme addiction to creating. I've literally been drawing throughout this entire podcast. I cannot stop.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember when I first drew Joe, and there was the phase where I still censored naked bodies.
Oh yeah, you censored the even though you didn't draw any details. It was just like a model.
Yeah. Jay, I hope everyone enjoyed that. Be sure to follow us on Instagram. Be sure to join our Discord server to meet new friends.
Yes. You can find us on Instagram under artfriends_cast.
Instagram.
On Spotify, you can find us under artfriends. On YouTube, you can
Spotify.
on YouTube, you can find us under artfriends.
YouTube.
Please help me. My number is 123869.
My password is
number.
1234.
No, mine is password 1.
My password is password.
I just said that. Not funny.
I have failed.
Not funny, but still laughed because I love you.
Aw.
Alright. Well,
Awesome.
Alright, you smelly boys. See ya!
bye.
Bye.
Oh no, I got a new message.
Opalia,
Come on!
don't check the message.
Don't check the message.
I already checked the message.
What
Don't
did it
respond to
say?
the message.
What did it say?
Okay.
Read it out loud now. What did the
Read
message
out the
say?
message.
It's a video.
What's the video?
I don't know.
If it's not time to kick gum, I'm gonna be upset.
It's time to kick gum.
No.
Wait, Coen, is it that video you sent
Wait, which one?
to Dark Sphere
Oh, it's
with the bowling ball?
Depends. Yes, it's exactly that one.
The one-
That one. Disappears at the end. It's exactly that one. You're right. I know exactly what video.
Oh, the one where there's like a bowling ball.
Yeah,
and
it
then
gets
just
swung
hits
into
it.
his crotch, and he just.
It swings it into his groin. And you just like,
I just got it sent by Vincent. You know him, Coda.
doo doo.
And then just the Gen 5 music. Oh, Frickle Pickle.
Frickle pickle indeed.